What is up? What is up? What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the ACS Universe. This is as impromptu as it fucking gets. I just got through working out. I got to go work in a little bit, but I said, man, I might have about 25 minutes. Maybe I could jump off about 25 minutes. Also, I did want to make sure, let me get some background music going up here. I did want to make sure I went live at least one time before. Okay, there we go. I did want to make sure I went live at least once before Superman comes out. I'm seeing it Thursday. I wanted to see it early afternoon, but yeah, I just couldn't think about making myself get up that early because I would do work third shift. So there's a showing at 2:00 on Thursday, and I was like, that would mean I would only get like 4 hours of sleep, 5 hours. I got to get more sleep than that, bro. Got to get more sleep than that because Thursday night after I see it, probably gonna jump on William Sci-Fi Center, his stream. I spoke with him yesterday, or I sort of commented on his video, the live that they did last night, and he said he should be doing a show talking about the movie at some point in time after the movie comes out. So about 10:00 Eastern time, I'm probably gonna jump on that. Probably any other streams that I sort of can have the opportunity to jump on to talk about the movie this weekend, I'm probably going to, considering, it is a pretty big release, to give my thoughts. And again, look, what we are in for this week is probably something pretty disastrous as far as online is concerned, right? And I didn't originally plan on seeing Superman until the weekend because I work. So Thursday, I kind of had to take the day off to sort of try to catch it, because while I'm not that big and excited and not that overly fucking anxious for the movie to come out, like I've told you guys before, I have my reasons. I do not want it to be spoiled for me, though. That's one thing I don't want it to get spoiled. That's sort of, when you're going into a movie like this, like I said, the last time I got absolutely incredibly excited for live action Superman was Henry Cavill's appearance at the end of Black Adam. And as we all know what happened with that, absolutely nothing happened with that. So that's why, when it comes to this one right here, the excitement level is held to a minimum. So I'm gonna get in there and experience just, blindly the way I'd like to see it. In other words, you get overly hyped and it doesn't live up to that hype, then you're down. You don't get hyped enough and it absolutely blows you away, and then you see it later on and you realize it wasn't that exciting. My expectations were just low. So like I said, I've been saying it all along, just gonna keep my shit flatline. Whatever happens, and I shall be there to see this on Thursday and talk about it a little bit anyway. So back to the rest of the program. Anyway, I did want to get this first thing up here, the box office. Let me get this up here, which is stuff I saw today.
What the hell is that?
Crazy. Let's see. Get this up here. And like I said, y'all, man, this is impromptu. Just jumped on. I was like, yo, I got a little bit of time. Let me get on here and talk to the people. All right. So anyway, box office for this weekend, Jurassic World Rebirth, which I will give y'all a few thoughts on in just a moment. At number one, a lot of back and forth with Jurassic World. Obviously, that's the way the last few have been. When you start thinking about the first one, but since the first one, it's still going to make a lot of money because people like dinosaurs. That's one thing is no matter what the story is, no matter what you might think about it, it's going to make us money. Anyway, F1, number two, 54% loss, How to Train Your Dragon, Elio. Elio got a lot of good reviews, man. It's not making much money, though, man. 28 years later, dropping down. Megan 2.0, which I didn't think made anywhere near what the first one has. Lilo and Stitch, obviously live action film. It's been out for over a month now, so we're starting to see that on digital in places. Mission Impossible, or it's coming soon in places. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Obviously, that's been out for quite a bit. Let's see, The Materialist, and This Is Spinal Tap 41st anniversary. So yeah, Ballerina down there. Sucks to see that one lose so much money as good as it was. But looking at box office, this is what you're talking about. Jurassic World Rebirth, which pretty much leaves me to my thoughts on that. Look, nothing is going to replace Jurassic Park, bro. There's just last time I saw it, which was kind of recently, I mean, the visual effects still hold up. Obviously, the newer movies look better than Jurassic Park, right? But there's just something about the first time you saw Jurassic Park and how you felt and how it struck you and how it impacted you when you first saw it. I'll never forget watching that shit for the first time in movie theaters when I was a kid. and I was blown away by Jurassic Park. Spielberg was in his bag for Jurassic Park, and we all know that. So with that being said, there's no replacing that movie, right? There's no. So I hate when people sort of give their reviews of these new ones, and that's where they go first. Like, you're not replacing Jurassic Park. So these movies aren't even trying to do that. So I hate for people to compare them because there is no comparison. With that being said, I enjoyed this. I did. I enjoyed it enough to when I couldn't wait to see what happened at the end. I wanted to see how they were going to end this. With that being said, I don't know how you go forward with this because I know this movie's going to make enough money where they actually, make another one. But again, the reviews have been back and forth. There's a couple moments in here. I remember I read the first book after I saw the first movie, so I already knew about that raft scene with the T-Rex. That shit was cool. I forgot to put the little spoilers moniker up there if I do hit some spoilers. I think that they did a good job of capturing some of that, like, sort of that nervous energy that you got from the first movie. When there was a couple scenes where people were sort of at wheels, the Velociraptor scene in the kitchen, right? They had some things that were similar to that. And yes, they hit some similar beats from the other movies. I don't know how you would make a Jurassic Park film without hitting beats from the other movies. But again, I enjoyed Jurassic World Rebirth. I thought it was great. Nothing to write home about. I don't see myself purchasing this on physical. I think I'm gonna wait until they're finally done making these movies and gets like this massive box set that have all the movies in it or something along those lines before I go around buying shit like that. But yeah, so final thoughts. If I had to give final thoughts, I think if I was going to rate this, I would give it a 3 out of 5. Again, like I said, I've seen a lot of reviews out there. A lot of people weren't feeling this a lot, and there was a lot of stuff about it that I was like, oh, okay. But for the most part, I thought Scarlett was great. Mahershala was great. I thought everybody in the movie, the performances were great. I thought the family they threw in there was sort of a nice touch, even though the movie actually needed them, in my opinion. The movie actually needed the family aspect. If you didn't know it, again, spoilers, don't really want to spoil too much if you hadn't seen it. There's a family in this movie. It's sort of separate from the main objective, and they sort of meet up in the movie, and there's certain moments where they interact with each other, and it's pretty cool. And the set pieces were great, man. Set pieces were great. They sort of, when you know that these characters aren't going to die in this movie, but they can make you feel like, it might be it for old ScarJo, right? It might be it for Mahershala, right? Whenever you start thinking that in there, even though they're probably not going to kill these characters off, that's a good one. That's a good screenplay. So, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, man. So, So anyway, something else that came out there for us. So on Rick and Morty last night, they had there's some the episode sort of James Gunn was very big in the episode, for whatever reason. I'm pretty sure I refuse to believe that all of this stuff happened by happenstance. It's just too much for me to think that, right? You got Superman coming out this week, and lo and behold, Rick and Morty's Sunday episode that comes out before it has a scene in it with Zack Snyder and James Gunn. So this was you have a hard time convincing me that this was not a planned thing. Like you have a hard time convincing me that this collaboration was not done in conjunction with Superman. It just came out too perfectly, dog. It released too perfectly. So here it is, this clip. I don't think I'm gonna get taken down. I've seen it on a couple other people's streams. Let me pause this music real quick. Bring this up here. It's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. I like what they did with this, and here we go. Let's check it out.
Extra creatine, please.
Creatine, bro. They wildin'.
Oh, hi, Zack Snyder.
Just saw your new cut of Superman, and word of advice, he's the man of steel, not the man of conversation.
Okay.
Do more shots.
The Deborah tattoo? Come on, bro.
Here's a secret move. Start the punch at regular speed, and then you're going to ramp it down.
It's not a f***ing secret. I'm sorry, Zack Snyder. I shouldn't be lashing out at you. Your biceps are the size of my head.
Yes, but so
ridiculous.
is my heart. What's going on with you?
Some fan of the Velocity franchise got onto the lot today. He used a portal and he just Zach, we're not losing touch with the audience, are we? I mean, I gave notes on the goddamn Count Chocula movie this morning.
Was the portal green?
Fuck.
That's Rick Sanchez, Gunner. That's the guy that sealed Nolan in the giant bookcase to quote-unquote punish him for Interstellar. He doesn't represent
Bruh,
fans. He's
punish
the
him.
Smartest man in the universe. Don't sweat it. He can't do what we do. Probably. Gonna go crush some weights. One day you're gonna wish you hit the gym like I do, James Gunn.
So, spoilers if you hadn't seen that episode, I do believe James Gunn gets clapped at the end of it. If I'm not mistaken, I think James Gunn gets killed at the end of that. So, hold on. Let's see. Okay, hold on. Go do that one. Do that right quick. So yeah, pull this back up here real quick. So yeah, my thoughts on this. It came out yesterday. I saw it last night while I was at work, and I was like, "Yo, I'm gonna talk about this the next time I get the opportunity to go live." And it just so happened to be the day. Look, I think this was entertaining, right? I have no problem with these dudes getting together and making some shit like this. It's their voices, so they were both there recording these lines. So there's no foul play when you want to talk about that. And I think it's cool. Obviously, again, there's no amount of money you can pay me to believe that this was not done in conjunction with Superman coming out this week, right? There's no way. There's just no way you're gonna convince me of that, right? The show is it produced by Warner Brothers? So like, yeah, it's as you can see on the side right there, there's just tons of Superman live premiere stuff going on. And that's me down there. Anyway, so yeah, no, I thought this was cool. I thought the voice acting was cool. I thought the animation for both characters looks pretty great. I like the tats right there they put on Zach. I heard there's a Variety article that I don't have the time to help pull up. B was in the house. What's up? What up? Beltray was good. I don't have the time to look for it right now, but there's an article where it says that Snyder actually wanted to do more than just that when they came in to record these lines, and he had a lot of suggestions and things of that nature. So that's pretty cool, man. That was pretty cool. So shouts out Rick and Morty. I thought that was pretty dope to put that in right there. Couple other things that I happened to run across, things I saw today. Scarlett Johansson has become officially the highest grossing. And look, man, you have to take this stuff with a sort of a grain of salt when you hear these things. She is now the highest grossing actor of all time at the worldwide box office. And that will be because, I think they do these lists off of just any movie she's been in. She doesn't even have to be the star, because this is counting all of the Marvel films that she's been in as well, which would make her the highest grossing actor of all time at the worldwide box office. There was a list that says, yes, Scarlett Johansson is the highest grossing leading actor of all time, but with 14.61 billion from 36 films, edging out Samuel L. Jackson's 14.60. Per the numbers, latest data, her role in Jurassic World Rebirth helped solidify this because of how much money Rebirth made this weekend. So there is that. Let's see. A couple of things I had want to talk about. The Odyssey, man. The Odyssey right here. They put out a poster. Obviously, the poster kind of leaked a few days early because somebody took a picture or whatever. And the teaser, look, I'm not gonna lie, the teaser has not been released officially. Or at least I haven't seen it released officially, so I can't comment on that. I'm not gonna bring it up. I did see it though. It was fucking fire. Okay. So yeah, and if you Odyssey movie all lowercase, Nolan got a Gen Z to run this account. Oh, that's crazy. You had us at a film by Nolan. So there's the poster right there, Defy the Gods. Some people had a problem with that term. I don't understand what the problem with that statement is, but it looks nice. Look, everybody's gonna be here for this movie. Like, everybody is sat already for the Odyssey, right? So like I said, everything I've seen from it thus far, it doesn't change my thoughts. A film by Christopher Nolan shot entirely with IMAX cameras, which is fucking dope to hear that. Anytime you can see movies shot in all IMAX cameras, it's going to make the IMAX experience that much better. Let's see. Doom Messiah also is going to be shot in all IMAX cameras, as we see right here. Some news came out with that. So you got Dune, let's go right there. Dune, Denis Villeneuve's Dune 3 will be shot entirely with IMAX cameras. He's so creative. He's making the next Dune with IMAX cameras. He's filming the whole thing. This on Al-Ghaib. Yes, all of that. I, like the rest of you guys, cannot wait to see Dune. Damn, was something else? Dude, I had so many notes because I was planning on going live at some point last week where I would have had at least a good bit of time to sort of talk about some stuff, and now I'm just short. Right here, the news also came out since the last time you saw me that the Batman 2 screenplay is done. Obviously, there was a picture of Reeves and Mattson Tomlin, who both got together with this. Then Tomlin shared these on Instagram. He shares the notebooks he used for writing the Batman Part 2. Part 2. You got the parts right there. Four. Looks like 5 chapters or whatever. What's it? 1, 2, 4. Is that 3? Okay, yeah, 4 chapters. So we are all looking forward to that. I think that got conveniently put out there too, as there have been a lot of conversation about whether or not we're even going to see a Batman 2 film because stuff was taking too long. All this stuff was, and then let's see, what else do I have? I think that might be about it. Man, because I got to run. But I did want to get on here, talk to you guys about a few things before I did dip. Let's see. Oh, the Running Man, dude. First off, this poster right here. Let's check out that Running Man teaser real quick before we bounce, man. I got a few minutes. Check out that Running Man teaser. Looking forward to that. Like I said, Glenn Powell, fan of his stuff. Right there, hunt him down. The Running Man. It's coming out November 7th of this year. Can't wait to see that. So let me do this right quick. Oh, he'd say comments. He said, "Good for her." Yeah, man. Yeah, good for her, man. It is. Here, let me pause this real quick. Let me get this up real fast. I think that's about the only teaser I had sort of wanted to watch on here because nothing else is really struggling. I wish they would release that that teaser for officially release the teaser for let's see. Get this trailer up here. Okay, here we go. We'll check this Running Man teaser out. Right off rip is insane. And then we go. I'm gonna bounce out here, man. And so hopefully, like I said, Superman comes out Thursday. I'm seeing it. It comes out actually tomorrow. A bunch of people seen it. There's also a premiere tonight. And I don't know if review embargo lifts. There's already been a lot of people who broke an embargo, which this neither here. I ain't reading that shit, man. Like I said, man, when it comes to Superman, I'm just waiting to see it on Thursday. And then I'll give my commentary on it after I've already viewed the movie and my thoughts and stuff. And I should be on some streams this weekend, sort of giving my thoughts on it, whether I liked it or not. Yeah. So anyway, let's check out this Running Man trailer. What the hell? All right. Anyway, here we go. Stop filming me! Stop filming me!
Have you ever wondered if this game is rigged?
Guess we'll find out.
You might be moving up too fast.
Running Man.
Hey, big boys!
Are you crazy?
Oh yeah, your boy is definitely down for some Running Man, definitely down for some Running Man. So I will definitely be down for that. So all right, y'all. Oh yes, a couple of things I did want to mention. I did hear rumors about them rebooting Indiana Jones. I'm on board with like a lot of other indie fans that I've seen talk about animation. Continuing in animation, that way you could keep Harrison Ford's like this. The game is popular. I'm sure they're going to come out with more games. There's like obviously DLC coming out for The Great Circle, which I did finish recently, as a matter of fact. And kudos, man. Kudos. Great fucking game. I'm mad it took me so long to finish the damn game, but it was absolutely incredible. And the finish was great. The graphics were good. Gameplay, the only thing that was wonky for me is I wasn't really used to doing first-person fighting, like hand-to-hand combat. It's kind of tricky for me. This is just for me personally, because I'm used to third person when it comes to like hand-to-hand combat video games and stuff like that. But that didn't take away from the experience at all for me. And so I enjoyed it. Indiana Jones in a Great Circle, highly recommended. And DLC is coming out in a few months. Also with that, The Running Man is coming out and comes out in November. But as with the Indiana Jones stuff, look, man, Harrison Ford has obviously aged out of that role. And I do want to see more Indiana Jones because I am a great fan of the character, but I'm also just as big a fan of Harrison Ford as Indiana Jones. So if it comes to a situation where I have to sort of sit back, it just depends. I saw something earlier today where it said Glenn Powell and who was the other one? Oh, Chris Pratt, which is, he's always going to come up in anytime a white sort of character that's sort of kind of bulky, right? Kind of beefed up. You're going to see Chris Pratt's name thrown around for any kind of reboot when it comes to that. So either one of those guys, I do not know about seeing them as Indiana Jones. I can't even begin to see it. But who knows? Who knows? If it's one of those dudes get chosen, once you see him with the outfit on, maybe everything changes. Hey, pick my man Alex Arnold, man. Let him play the next Indiana Jones. He looks like him. It might be a little bit on the shorter side, but I think we can deal with that. But anyway, appreciate you guys, everybody who jumped on here and watched. I know this show doesn't go live as often as I would like it to, but whenever I get the chance, I do jump on here and do a few things. Like I said, 24 minutes, and I got to bounce. So get ready for work and all of that kind of thing. So anyway, see you guys later. Peace.